Okay, we've reached our 13th stitch, and just like the previous row, we're going to bring our needle through at an angle, and we're going to bring it down through the side through 2 pleats, angling down, and that needle's going to come out in between this down cable. We're going to pull it all the way through. Invert your work, and now we're ready to start the next row. The next row is 11 cable stitches. We're going to begin with a down cable. So we're going to bring our thread back through. The needle is going to go through the pleat to the left, I'm going to do a down cable, threads down, needles up, and we're going to work straight across 11 cables. Now we're stacking. It's really quite easy once you get the hang of it. So we're going to just continue across here, and we're going to complete our 11 stitches. Okay, we've reached our 11th stitch, and once again we're going to angle that needle through 2 pleats. It's going to come up in the valley of the previous up cable. Pull this through. Invert your work, and we're ready to cable again. I'm going to bring that needle through that 1 pleat to the left, and now we're ready to do our next row of 9 cables. We're going to begin with an up cable, working straight across. Okay, we've reached our 9th stitch. We're going to once again angle that needle down. It's going to go through 2 pleats. It's going to come up through the valley of your down cable. Invert your work. Bring your needle through 1 pleat to the left, starting with a down cable. We're going to cable across 7 cable stitches. As you work across your pleats, you can straighten up your stitches and straighten them up and flatten them out with your needle as you go. Okay, we've reached our 7th stitch. I'm going to angle through 2 pleats. We're going to come up in the valley of that top pleat, pull all the way through, invert your fabric, and 1 pleat to the left, and we're ready to stack. This time we're going to do 5 cables. We're nearing the top of our sail. Reach the end of that row, angle your needle through, invert your work, and we're ready to complete the top of our sail. 1 pleat over, 3 cable stitches completes the top of our sail. this time we're just going to pull our thread right through to the very back of our work. And that's all there is to it. There's the top of our sail. Okay, we've pulled our thread through the back, and I'm going to show you how I knot off the back. I like my knots to be nice and close to my pleats. So, alright, you're going to take your needle, and sometimes I wrap twice, sometimes I just wrap once. It just depends, whatever you want to do. So bring that through. Then place the point of your needle at the base of where your thread came through to the back. And then just slide that knot right down your needle all the way to the bottom of your pleats. And then you've got a nice tight knot at the back. Clip it off and you're all done. Okay, we're ready to begin the base of the sailboat. We're going to refer back to our pattern here. We're going to do this green area right here. We're going to flip our pattern over. And it shows to start a half space below where the bottom of your sail is. And we're going to work 17 cables across. So I have separated my floss into 4 strands, and I have finger pressed it, and now I'm ready to begin my row. Once again, I'm going to come up through the valley, and it's going to sit on top of a pleat in the back. I'm going to go horizontally to the left through 1 pleat, and I'm going to begin with an up cable, and I'm going to cable across 17 cable stitches on that half space row. Be very careful as you pick your smock not to pull your cable stitches too tight. We're just going to work straight across here, 17 cable stitches. Okay, we've reached our 17th cable. We're going to once again angle that needle down through 2 pleats, come up through the valley, invert your work, and our next row calls for 15 cable stitches. Bring that needle through 1 pleat to the left to begin your cables, and now start stacking. All the way across the row. Alright, we've reached our 15th cable. We're ready to end off the bottom of the sailboat. Take that needle through that last pleat, pull it all the way to the back. Use your needle to smooth out any stitches that might be crooked. Turn your work to the back, and we're ready to tie off. Once again, stick that needle down at the base of that thread and just ride that knot right down to the end of that needle. And there you've got your knot.